This is Boaz, a refugee from the Democratic Republic of Congo. In 1 minute, I lost my dad and 6 siblings. But in a minute, you can help a refugee like me find shelter, comfort, and hope. Please take a minute and help LSI, Lutheran Services in Iowa, protect refugees all over the world by visiting their website at www.lsi.org.
Welcome back to the Age 88.1 on Thursday's night show with Boaz and Elijah. I don't know if you heard that the new bill is going to put limits on Iowa's traffic cameras. That's a good news, but still the proposal is $75. $75. I don't know how that is going to happen, but for drivers, it's still much. That's a lot of money to pay. And there is this thing that I don't get about automated camera. One day, my brother was driving my car, and he crossed the red light, and he was photographed by the automated camera. The bill came to my mailbox. I did open the bill, and the bill was $120. I had to pay that bill. That was not my fault. My brother borrowed my car, but I had to pay the ticket. The ticket was written under my name because the car was mine. So these new rules, the committee meeting came a day before DOT meets with rules review committee about new rules for automated camera. And the new rule will regulate where and how cameras can be installed on Iowa's highway. I hope we don't get this camera installed. It's not going to help me with anything. Please let us know what do you think about that on our Facebook page at KDPS Radio. That was The Monster by Eminem. Welcome back to the Age 88.1 with Boaz. Morning became an issue. It is not most of people's favorite part of the day. I don't know why, but I've asked so many people to tell me what they think about getting up in the morning and do their stuff, but I've come to different answers. Then I thought maybe I can bring this to you to give you a heads up or to tell you what you need to do to improve your mornings. There are different ways you can do that. People like to do it differently. And here at the Age 88.1, we would love to share some of our stories with you and let you know what you can do to make your morning better. First, I think you need to manage your energy, not your time. That's something that you need to be working on. Second, you need to prepare the night before. People like to do list of things to do the next day. That helps a lot. If you know what to do, you don't stress out, you don't get confused because you already set your priorities and your goals are already good to go. So you need to be preparing that. And don't ever open your emails until noon. That sounds, I don't know, but people like to read their emails in the morning, and you don't want to do that. Sometimes you can read about sad news, or you can read about somebody, your friends being hurt, and that can hurt your morning. So you need to wait until noon to read your mornings. That way you can have a better time to think about what you're going to do and what you're going through. Next, you need to turn your phone off. Cell phones have been close to many people. You can't sleep without your phone on. You can't sit on the table without your phone on. People are on their phone pretty much every time on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. But honestly, you need to take some time off your cell phone and give you time to think and meditate about how your day is going. Because there's a lot of things on the cell phones that can distract your morning. Next, you need to work in a cool place. That's something else that can help you. You don't need a hot place or a cold place. Just find something that can work for you. Not cold, not hot. Warm is better. That can help you also. And you need to sit up or stand up. Eat as a reward for working hard. And develop a pre-game routine to start your day. Please let me know if that can help you on our Facebook page at KDPS 88.1. Back to the music, Everywhere I Go by the Riverside. Grandview KDPS 88.1 FM. I hope you folks are enjoying the season 13 American Idol. Last night I watched the show, and tonight in the Hollywood week, and there is something that I still don't get. This is a competition, and I like to compete with people. But there is something that these kids are not getting. They knew they will be competing with different people. So, some kids are just there to be on TV. They don't show the competition. And if you don't show that, I don't think that they're going to win the title. And I like one of the judges, what he said. And he said, if you screw this up, it's over. Seriously. It's over, Harry said. You're there to compete. If you're not showing that competition, they're not gonna keep you. And I thought about different ways that people can compete. There has to be someone to step up and show his or her talent, not just the personality, but the voice, because it's something that the judges are looking for. If you don't show that, you may have a good personality, you may have a beautiful face, but you still need to show up. They need to hear your voice. They need to hear that you can sing. Please tweet us at KDPS88 and just give us some advices that we can send out to those kids who are singing. There is something that they need to get out of this. And here's the deal. If they win this title, or if you win this title, your life is changed. How many people have won this title? And how are they doing now? They're famous. They're people now. They're on their own. You need that. Please get those kid advices and we'll get them to them at our Facebook page, KDPS Radio. The Age 88.1 FM. Who do you think marriage is for? For you? Your partner? Your family? Your in-laws? That's a question that many people ask themselves. what is marriage for? Who is it for? Having been married only a year, I have recently come to the conclusion that marriage isn't for me. That's a true statement. Marriage is about the person you love. It's about your partner. Before you think about yourself, please think about your partner. Because if you think about yourself first, you have that selfishness. It's like, it's me. You don't even take a moment and think about what your partner is doing in your life. You don't marry to make yourself happy, but you marry to make your partner happy. Do you agree with that? That's something that people need to think about. So many marriages have been broken down because people are not responsible of what marriage is all about. You are marrying for a family, not just your in-laws, but for your future children. Your children need the foundation. They need where to start. If your marriage is broken, there is a chance and there is a possibility that your children's marriage will break sometime too. A true marriage is never about you. It's about the person you love, their wants, their needs, their hopes, and their dreams. Sometimes people take that as simple, but if you put your partner first, your partner will put you first as well. It's like helping one another. You don't just think about your needs, you don't just think about your dreams, but you think as a group, you think as partners, you think as a family. If you have that selfishness, it is going to ruin your marriage. And remember, here's something that I want to tell you. Selfishness demands what's in it for me, while love asks, what can I give? Please think about those two questions and let me know what you think is the best question that describes you. Tweet us at KDPS88. Back to the music. Welcome back to the Grandview KDPS 88.1 FM. Don't forget that the next Sunday is the 16th. And you know what is going to happen? The NBA All-Star Game will kick off. That's an exciting event, and I hope everyone can watch that game. It is going to feature the Western Conference All-Stars and the Eastern Conference All-Stars. It will be a fun game to watch, and I hope you can find time to sit down. It will be broadcasted on TNT at 8 p.m. Eastern Time in New Orleans. Please let's support our teams and give them applause for what they're doing to make us happy. It's good to follow a game, and not just follow the game, but please make sure you support them and be a fan. Please join the teams on Sunday the 16th at 8 p.m. Next in studio is Biggie in our 10 to 11 sessions. Please have a good night.
More tea, Rachel?
Yes, please. You know, Jessica, I've heard you went to a boudoir studio and had a photo book made.
Yes, I did, Rachel, and it was amazing. Cassie at Modern Boudoir by Garnet Photography is dedicated to boudoir and believes in empowering women.
How did she do that?
From the moment I arrived at the studio, it was about me. My hair and makeup were professionally done. She played my favorite music, and we even sang and danced during wardrobe changes.
That sounds amazing. I have to admit, I've thought about having it done. How would I do it?
Call Cassie. She offers free consultations and goes over the entire process with you, making sure it is done your way. Her number is 641-414-4670, or visit her website at www.garnetphotoboudoir.com. Drink up, your tea is getting cold.
Grandview KDPS 88.1 FM. Have you ever been surprised with something? Well, I was surprised to see snow for the first time in my life when I came to United States of America in 2008. That was something new to me. And I remembered my pastor was teaching us about our sins, and one day he told us that even though our sins are like red, they will be white like snow. And when I got home, I was trying to think about the word snow. What did he mean about that? I didn't know anything about snow, and it was, I think, my first time to hear the word snow. So when I got here, I finally saw what snow was like. So if you have something that can surprise someone, please let me know at our Facebook page at KDPS Radio. Well, what do you expect when you go to college? Yesterday I talked to many college students and asking them different questions about their expectations. Some of them were nice responding my question, and some did not respond them well. So I thought maybe they did not know what to expect when they go to college. I thought maybe I can bring this to you to give you an idea of what college is all about. First, I just want to let you know that there is help if you need help. College is a full resources of professors, counselors, advisors, tutors. You just need to know where to go to ask for help. Secondly, you need to learn how to manage your time. You need to choose if you want to play with friends or if you want to do your homework. That's something you need to be thinking about when you go to college. Also, there is social life. People like to socialize a lot. You just need to know that you will meet new friends, you will meet new people. You will sleep in a dorm with a different person, but it's something that you need to be prepared. Also, there is finances. Do you have enough financial aid? Do you spend much money? That's something you need to be thinking about. Make sure you have enough finances to help you cover your tuitions. KDPS 88.1.
Welcome back to KDPS 88.1 FM with Boaz and Jay. As always, it is not fun living in a country where the language spoken will be your second language. So many words are being misused here in United States. And one lady, she went to visit her friend, and her friend lost her parent that day. When she got to her house, she was crying, and she asked why she was crying, and she responded by saying that I lost my dad. And the friend, instead of saying sorry,
she said thank you. So she was thanking her friend for losing her dad. Please look around you and see if there is someone struggling with the language, and see if you can make a difference in their lives. Please let us know on our Facebook page at KDPS Radio. Back to the music.
This is The Edge, 88.1 with Jay. Well, I woke up this morning and my tooth is killing me. Somehow during the middle of the night I managed to probably compact my teeth. So I'm standing here in a lot of pain, wondering what I can do besides take Tylenol to try to put myself at ease. Wondering if anyone out there might have some suggestions for me. Let us know at KDPS Radio on Facebook or Twitter us at KDPS88. Now, here's Katy Perry with Dark Horse. You're listening to The Edge 88.1 with Jay and Boaz. The Pope today has come out and asked people to forgive the church for the sins of the clergy who have committed sexual abuse through the history. What do you think about this, Boaz? Do you think they should be forgiven, or do you think the church should be forgiven, and it's just the individuals that did it?
I don't know where to start, but to be honest with you, Jay, this should be an issue to address about the clergy, not the church. If the clergy did something wrong, doesn't mean that the whole church is insane.
No, I fully agree with that. I mean, it's, the church is the people that are going to the church itself, as well as the clergy who have not done those acts. And so to hold everyone responsible,
it's not acceptable.
Exactly. I mean, because this happens in other areas, just because there's a few bad eggs doesn't mean that everyone's like that.
That's true. Totally fine.
All right. Well, let us know what you think about this on Facebook at KDPS Radio or on Twitter at KDPS88. Now There's a Starbucks by John Wesley Harding. You're listening to The Edge 88.1, and this is Jay. Well, scientists have concluded that a controversial piece of papyrus discovered that pertained to the alleged wife of Jesus is authentic. Now, this is going to be interesting because that's going to get people to speculate even more. Is this referring to an actual wife, or was the segment that found pertaining to a metaphorical speech that he was giving, and he made reference to a wife in analogy format? So, how will this affect you? Let us know at KDPS Radio on Facebook and at KDPS 88. Here's Right There by Ariana Grande.
Welcome back to KDPS 88.1 with Boaz and Jay. If you are sleeping in your home or your apartment, please know that there are people sleeping outside underneath bridges, and Hope Ministries is helping those people to stay warm and feed them. They're looking for candidates to volunteer to help bring homeless people from the street and put them in a home or in an apartment. You can contact Hope Ministries at 515-265-7272, and they're located at 5075 East University, Suite B, Des Moines, Iowa. Back to the music.
You're listening to The Edge 88.1 with Jay and Boaz. Well, one thing I've noticed lately is that after the tragedy the other day in Pennsylvania where the student stabbed all the other students, it doesn't seem to be getting as much press coverage as it would have, I think, if it would have been a gun. I mean, is this a double standard, do you think, Boaz? I mean, should they have covered it more?
They should. This is a weapon that people are using these days to do bad things to others. And if they don't do a follow-up about that, it's gonna kill people.
Well, and I agree. I mean, I definitely think that it shouldn't matter what kind of weapon. It's that fact that it's an act of violence against our
Human
students.
beings,
you know.
yeah. And I don't see why they should not, do more investigation or do things about that.
Well, let us know what you think. Are they covering enough? Do you think that they should, just let it go, or is this, is there some? Do you think there's some other motive to this? Let us know at KDPS Radio on Facebook and at KDPS 88 on Twitter. Now, here's Alligator by Tegan and Sarah.
The Grand View KDPS 88.1 FM, moved by Little Mix.
You're listening to The Edge 88.1 with Jay, reminding you that you can make a difference in a child's life by donating to the Make-A-Wish Foundation of Iowa. All donations within the state go to help children in need, suffering from an illness, usually life-threatening. So, please donate and make a difference. You're listening to The Edge 88.1. Here's Tiger's Eye by Courtney J.
Welcome back to KDPS 88.1 FM with Boaz and Jay. If you are a basketball fan, next week is going to be your excited week as the playoffs season starts April the 19th. It was a tough season for teams. Players have been up and down with injuries, but now they're back on their feet to compete for the champion. And so many teams are excited and they're looking for it. Please let us know who you think will be our next NBA champion. Back to the music.
In a minute, I lost my dad and 6 siblings in a devastating massacre that happened in 2004 in Burundi, Africa. But LSI, Lutheran Services in Iowa, rescued me and my mom, and they brought us here to America.
Visit them at lsiowa.org.
With KDPS News, this is Boaz Nkingi. A bill was requested by Senator Brad Saun on Tuesday that proposes to increase the maximum legal interstate speed from 70 to 75 miles per hour. Mike Kelly, Iowa resident, says,
Based on what I'm seeing throughout the United States, there are a lot of states that have raised their speed limits to 70 or 80.
Even though the Iowa Department of Transportation has not learned raising the speed limit from 70 to 75, based on past studies, an increase in crashes and fatalities as well as overall speed could be seen. A car was found on fire up against a snowbank in a Des Moines church parking lot Sunday night. When firefighters arrived on the scene, Patrick James Murphy II, 51 years old, of Sioux City was found dead in a Nissan Altima. Murphy was found in the driver's seat. The cause of death and fire is still being investigated by officials. Both the Senate and House Education Committees will meet this afternoon to vote on their versions of a new bill that would eliminate September 1st guideline. Officials are saying total local control will be given to school districts by the bill as to when they begin their school year. Raising people with intellectual disabilities can be tough these days. As a parent, you have got your hands full making sure your kids have what they need and get the care they need. Now there is help. DSI, Developmental Services of Iowa, offer programs for people with intellectual disabilities all the way up to age 32.
Say that someone lives in an apartment and just needs help with, cooking or grocery shopping or appointments, we send staff into their home intermittently.
Tania Festus, DSI Program Director, says, This is a helping hand for parents with their hands full. This has been with Boaz Nkingi with KDPS News.
Listen to the Mashup radio station Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. to midnight. KDPS Edge 88 FM.
Serving over 4 counties with 12,000 listeners a week.
Listen to the Mashup radio station for sports talk.
Kansas City, last night, Andrew was the first team to clinch a division.
Variety of music, breaking news.
Well, the headline for this one says, I boo. Couple gets married at haunted theme park.
Kids Radio Mania and many more.
Let me tell you what I spotted this weekend. The 2 most beautiful women walking outside the studio.
Where'd you see me at? Wait, what?
I saw you in the corner looking like a little groupie, but it was Nicki Minaj and Beyonce.
Des Moines' radio mashup station is number 1 for real. KDPS Edge 88.
We got your number, 88.
You are listening to the Age 88.1 with Boaz, and today I am going to talk to you about summer fun activities. When you hear the word fun activities, you are so excited. And so many are tired of this weather and they cannot just wait to see what summer holds for them. If you are one of those people, please tune in on KDPS 88.1 and let us help you figure out what you can do to have fun in this summer. I know there are tons of activities out there, but we'll briefly tell you some of them and hopefully you can enjoy them. Let's begin talking about the beach. What can people do at the beach? Well, there are so many great ideas or different things you can do at the beach depending on who you're with. If you are with your partner, definitely you might want to find something else to do to have that time, as many beaches offer boardwalks. That's something you might be thinking about doing this summer, where you can play arcade games, ride roller coasters, and eat their food while you enjoy summer concerts. So many concerts are going to be offered this summer, so check out your local area and see what you can find to have that enjoyment or that entertainment during this summer. Coming up, Till Summer Around by Keith Urban. This is a true story of what happened last summer. 2 of my friends decided to go out of the Des Moines area because they wanted to do something more. So I asked them, why are you leaving Des Moines and go to other places? They explained to me that they could not find something to entertain them here in the Des Moines area. So they took off and went to New York City. You know, those are big cities. So many things happen in big cities. And then one day they wanted to go out in a bar. So they left home and went to the bar. When got to the bar, drink. And then they got drunk. So they decided to leave the bar and head back home. Those guys were drunk. And they drove back home. On their way home, they got hit by a truck because they were, driving so bad and, some random truck hit them. And then the sad part, nobody came back to Des Moines because they were dead. So if you are thinking about going some other places to have fun in the summertime, please think about what you are going to do there. If you are going to just have fun, please do things that will bring you back to Des Moines or things that will have meaning to your life. Not just go there and, party, but something that you can take away from. Find something you can do to help your family, to help your friends, to help your life, not just to brood your life. That was Summertime by Shirley Crow. Well, I know already what people are thinking about doing this summer. If you haven't been to the state fair, you might want to try go this summer. There are so many great things you can do out there. I know some people have families, have work, have different other things to do, some travel, but I want to encourage you to go to the fair because you can do a lot of great things to keep you uplifted throughout the summer. And if you haven't done it, try one of the most popular thing at the state fair is the sky glider ride. That's a pretty cool thing to do at the fair. You can enjoy a special bird's eye view of the fair. You know, you on top of everybody and you looking down what everybody is eating, doing, playing. That's something I would like to encourage you to do when you go out and enjoy your time at the fair. Coming up on the Edge 88.1 is Chilling in the Summertime by Jonas Brothers.
Hello, 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 and welcome to a wonderful week here at KDPS 88.1 The Edge, known as Switch Week, where the DJs who normally do individual shows and the DJs who normally do two-person shows, they switch. So this week and this hour, you are privileged to a wonderful time with Travis and Boaz.
We are going to speak to you about so many different things that are happening out there, and we hope you folks will enjoy our show. Welcome back to KDPS 88, and more music is on your way. Welcome back to KDPS 88.1 with Travis and Boaz. I don't know what people think about daily light savings time. For me, someone who is coming from Africa, this is something that I don't get. I just don't see why we are having this time change. I think I need more reasons behind that idea. Like yesterday, we had to miss church. Most of the people didn't show up for church because they didn't know that the time has been changed. And because they were too late, they decided to stay home. So if this thing is going to be affecting people's lives, then I don't see why we should have that. Travis, what do you think about that?
Daylight savings time is one of those arbitrary thoughts that America came up with just years and years and years ago. I believe it was set up for the farmers just decades ago for when they were growing crops. And let's be fair, farmers are not the most prominent workers in America nowadays. And if we can just change the time at will, why don't we just push it back another 4 or 5 hours so people who work at night, when they're done working and they come out into the open, the sun's still up, so they don't always have to be going to bed at 2 or 3 in the morning.
So, okay, as someone who have been raised here in America, what are some of the effects you see with the time change?
So I know from a personal experience, and there's even been studies done about this, there's one where it says the drivers are more likely to be in a fatal traffic accident on the first Monday after daylight savings time. I remember driving literally at 6 in the morning, or what I thought was 6 in the morning, turned out to be 7, and just almost drifting off, falling asleep because of the lack of sleep you get. I do realize it's only 1 hour, but imagine how significant that 1 hour makes when there's obviously studies to be shown about how difficult it can be the day after daylight savings time.
Yeah, and they're talking about these workplace injuries. People are getting hurt. You know, they don't have that, stability. They lose that. And what do you think about it?
Oh, it's just, you'd almost think it'd be better for the working class citizen, and honestly all of society, if we just had, like we do in the fall, when we gain an hour. Why don't we just do that every single year? If we just gain another hour, then people tend to be more rested, people tend to be more prepared and ready for the weekday, ready for Mondays, which we all know how difficult Mondays can be. It's one of those things that it's just unreal how the types of things that you miss just by 1 hour of sleep. I similar to you, I had an experience where I woke up an hour late on a Sunday morning, and I ended up missing one of my best friend's children's baptisms because of just 1 little hour that I missed from something that's not even that fully announced the week before it's to occur.
Yeah, I just don't see why we should have these daily light savings from my personal perspectives. And like I said, it's something that is being done here.
You've never experienced this before,
I was
right?
born and raised in Africa, so this is something new to me, and that's why I just don't get it. But people are talking about that out there, and they, some people are very excited about this, Like last time I was talking to like 2 of my friends, and they say it's good to have this because they still need that extra time if they're working on a project and it's getting too dark. Sometimes people want to go to sleep or go to bed when it's getting dark. So when it's still light out there, then it gives them a chance to do more work and accomplish more stuff that they would like to accomplish. And so it's amazing to see how people are reacting differently. And I was surprised to hear that from my African people saying that. I don't know what you think about that, man.
Honestly, it's a very good point about you getting extra time, especially at night. I know from a youth perspective, when you think about people going out on the weekends and they go and hang out at bars and whatnot, and they become, let's say, intoxicated, and then they leave the bars at midnight with their friends or with, say, a girl they're hoping to continue the relationship with, but oftentimes when you bring them out at night, it's dark and you don't fully recognize them. Well, when you bring them out during the day, they don't have that problem.
Yep.
And so by learning this, by using this this extra time to do so, it's unreal. I mean, it's almost a health issue. There's a 25% increase in the number of heart attacks that are occurring on the Monday after daylight savings time.
Yeah, that when I read about that, it shocked me. Just to see, people getting heart attacks just for, an hour, man.
1 hour.
1 hour.
1 hour difference.
Yeah. I don't know what you think, but
it's unreal. It's unreal, Boaz. You heard it here first. Travis and Boaz are telling you, do away with the whole daylight savings time. It is accomplishing nothing for no one. You're listening to KDPS 881. The Edge. Coming up next is Experimental Fiction by the Dinks. You are listening to KDPS 881 The Edge. That was Young Blood by B. Miller. Wonderful, talented artist, up-and-comer. Time now. Let's talk about something oh so important as we enter the heart of the month that we're in, March. It's Women's History Month. Boaz, so many important women. So many important women to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
So many different women who have shaped the world through the years, and so many women in modern day that I think we should definitely talk about today, and how they are shaping our world, and just a little bit about even their accomplishments. Boaz, I'm going to admit something to you and to other people that I usually don't admit to a lot of. I haven't even told members of my family about this.
Yeah.
It was a few years ago. I was in Omaha, and I went to a concert by the one and only Taylor Swift. I was surrounded by Swifties, as they call them. It was, to be honest, Boaz, it was one of the most unbelievable experiences I've ever had. I was a converted Swiftie by the end of that concert.
She's good at concerts.
She is unbelievable
with
in
that
person.
many fans.
Man. The atmosphere was incredible. She was just absolutely in person. Her songs, she has her catchy songs. She's been around for a long time. She sings about things that really connect with, certain demographics. I understand that. Doesn't always connect with me.
I think that's why she has many fans.
And so that's why she has so many fans.
Yep.
But she's also one of those people that her song "Shake It Off" was top of the list, top of the charts, and then the song to knock that song from the top of the charts was a different Taylor Swift song called "Blank Space," and she was the first ever female artist to do this on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100. But after this concert, at one point she was up in the rafters, then she was floating around. At one point she was just sitting on the edge of the stage with her guitar in hand, just making music that way. It was very, very impressive, and she's a very strong woman. We all heard about her exploits on the dating scene, but she's a very, very strong woman, and she's accomplished a lot.
She has, and like you said, I've listened to her songs, and every time I sit down and listen to Taylor Swift song, I get amazed. It's really good to listen to her songs. And then we have people like Oprah Winfrey.
Oh yes. So amazing, so unreal what
so
she's
amazing.
accomplished.
She has accomplished so many great things in the African American women history. She became the first woman, to own her producer. She was the first one. That's incredible.
That it is. I remember hearing a quote that she said that for 10 years she did something that she absolutely hated in order to do what she wanted to do. I'm really glad she did those 10 years.
Yeah. When you sit down listening to her interviews, when she sits down and talks to people, she brings topics that not even people would like to talk about. But she breaks into that. She brings that attention to people, and people talk about it.
She broke that story about Lance Armstrong a couple years ago when she did the interview with him. She was the first one that interviewed him.
Yeah. What about if people don't want to talk about things? How are we going to overcome them? I think the solution to that is to talk about those things.
Right. And Oprah's a great example of that.
Oh, she is. She's very example. And here's let me tell you one story, Travis, about when I see women in this country. I say they need to take some time even thanking God for what He has done in this country. When you see how women are being treated here, if you go to Africa, man, you will see that difference. Women don't have that same rights as women has here in America. They can't do these things that American women are doing. They're those people who sit home, take care of kids, do the cooking, do the laundry, do the that's what they do. They don't get that chance to go out and create their own things.
So careers aren't always an option for them.
Yeah. And I always get frustrated about that. As someone who have came from Africa, and I know what things are, being done there. Now I'm here, seeing different things. I don't know what to say, man. But I definitely think maybe American women can think to go back and see if they can bring that change to Africa.
Honestly, that would be absolutely wonderful to see.
By giving these, by showing what they have accomplished.
Right. Because America's, let's be honest, America's not as far as it needs to be. But it's definitely a lot more advanced than, say, other places around the world. And if that can just spread and really just catch, almost like a virus, and just catch the rest of the world, then just imagine honestly how much we can accomplish. Because let's be honest, women can accomplish a lot more than we can, Boaz.
They do.
By far.
They just need to get that chance. And who are going to give them that chance? The government. The husbands.
It's got to be society, right? It's got to be everybody, from government down to their husband, down to fathers, parenting.
Do you know anybody else who have done?
Oh, absolutely. If we think about just all the women, there's Beyonce, regardless of Kanye's interruptions during all her music shows. She has done wonderful things. She's won the International Artist Award of Excellence from the American Music Awards. Beyonce's, probably even more so than Taylor Swift, has accomplished so much in the music world and has conquered so many barriers that started so long ago, and now she's so far along, and it's unreal what she's done. There's so many other singers, even like Madonna, who's been around for decades and decades. And she's raked in who knows how much money over the years from all her music experiences and all her concerts and CDs. And these women are really what have helped push boundaries in our country, and we're lucky to really have them. And it's a great thing that we have a month to recognize it.
You are lucky, man. You are lucky. If you have more things to talk about women rights, and just share with us by tweeting us on KDPS88, or we can post on our Facebook page at KDPS Radio. More music is on your way. Welcome back to the Age 88.1 with Boaz and Travis. I know you have been waiting patiently to hear about the news of what is happening in the sports world. I know you have so many great sports things that you would like to hear about, but we are going to briefly talk to a few of them and hope you can benefit from that. As you know, the NCAA punishes different institutions in such different ways. Syracuse University was punished on Friday for improper benefits to recruits and failing to follow their own policies. That's something, I don't know what people think, but if you are failing to follow your policy, then you might be punished. But I don't think NCAA do it the right way, because it's like a random thing that they are doing.
It's
Travis,
crazy,
what
Boaz.
do you think,
It's absolutely crazy, Boaz. A few of these things, I've been reading up on it, trying to keep up with all these NCAA sanctions. And Syracuse is just the latest on a long line of schools that have been punished for random recruiting violations. And the thing about the recruiting violations and the punishments is that they don't always fit the crime, and they do not. They're very just sporadic in how they choose to punish them. Jim Boeheim, the coach of the Syracuse team with all these sanctions, received a 9-game suspension, whereas a few years ago, the Tennessee basketball coach Bruce Pearl, he lied about having an off-campus barbecue with a few recruits. He was suspended for 3 years, and he's coaching another team now, and he can't even talk to the recruits. So there's no way for him to actually perform any recruiting.
Then how the team is going to,
Exactly. So
if you're not recruiting other players and you are head coach,
it's part of the job, right?
Yeah.
It's part of the job. Isn't that like the main part of the job, and yet somehow he's still coaching. It's unreal about just how much of an effect the NCAA has on these programs when they don't really have a precedent to follow. They don't set one standard for the punishment, and then they don't follow that standard. They go through different standards with each different story, and it's very random. The schools are probably just as much at fault for all of these problems that they're bringing upon themselves. Right?
And when this thing happen, people then get to think much about incidents like do the NCAA have policies for each case. If they are treating each case differently, I understand it's fine to do that, but they still have to have like a certain guidelines that they follow.
Right.
You can't just punish people randomly. There has to be something done.
There has to be some sort of guidelines that at least for the schools they can know how to follow. It helps them when they need to hire their next coach, or like this Bruce Pearl, who was hired for the next program that he's coaching now. And he's obviously having issues because he can't actually recruit. So it's just, NCAA it's one crazy institution that will probably never be understood. But luckily there's other things, more important things going on in the sports world.
Yeah. We Russell Westbrook.
Yes, we have to talk about him.
He's doing amazing job. And in absence of KD.
So, yes.
I can't believe how this kid is bringing the Thunder to, life. And look, they didn't have a chance to be in the playoff, but now there is a chance that they might be in the playoff. They hold the 8th seed now, and hopefully, if he keeps doing what he is doing, they are going to be in the playoffs. So no doubt about that.
Westbrook, he was never a player known for his really dragging the team together, but he's really done that recently.
Yeah, he does. Last time what he did, he averaged a triple-double as he led the Thunder to a 2-1 week. That was amazing. 40 points. 40 points.
Do you think he should be the MVP?
Should
he win the MVP award?
I would be happy to see Westbrook winning an MVP.
Really? Over James Harden?
Yes.
Really? Over LeBron James?
Because here's the deal. Those players have, other players, who are playing well in the league, who are contributing, to the win. But he is doing that by himself. Kevin Durant is out. He's not playing. And Russell Westbrook is doing this all by himself. You know, you have James Harden, who has other players who are contributing to...
he's got Dwight Howard, he's got...
Yeah, man. LeBron James. He has Irving Kyle. You know, he has,
Kevin Love, J.R. Smith.
And you tell me that, man, come on.
His circumstances definitely do warrant MVP consideration. I think the only thing that might hurt him is that Westbrook was injured for a little part of the season.
Yep.
But he's definitely turning it on at the right time when voters are paying attention.
And I'm glad to see that he is doing this because, Kevin Durant did that last year too, when Westbrook was injured and Kevin Durant had to take, the lead. And, he did an amazing job. What did you think about that Chicago Bears trade?
Yeah, Boaz, this is a very interesting move. The Chicago Bears traded Brandon Marshall today, their best wide receiver by far over the last few years. He's accomplished a few things that few other receivers have accomplished in history, with 100-yard receptions and 1,000-yard seasons, and yet they traded him away to the New York Jets. And it still baffles me. I don't know if they're just starting a rebuild. Maybe they're going to trade Cutler as well. I just can't understand the reasoning behind it, when he must have been fracturing the locker room. There must have been something going on that we don't know about to cause the Bears to really trade him. It's something that it baffles me. We've talked to a few Bears fans today, haven't we, Boaz? And they are all very upset about this decision.
They are. If you have something that would like to share with our listeners, you can tweet us on KDPS88 or post on our Facebook at KDPS Radio, and we'll be glad to share those thoughts with our listeners. Coming up, more music.
KDPS 88.1 The Edge, Sicily and the Satellite by Andrew McMahon in the Wilderness. We want to thank you, me and Boaz, for listening in this wonderful evening on this wonderfully beautiful day here in Des Moines. It's been a pleasure. It's been a time, and we look forward to the rest of the Switch Week, and we hope you'll continue to tune in. Got a lot more great music coming at you with the Perry twins, Christina Perry and Katy Perry, coming up next. We hope you'll continue listening. This is KDPS 88.1 The Edge.
Welcome back to KDPS 88.1 with DJ Boaz Nkingi on Wednesday, February 11th, 2015. Joined me over the phone is Tania, the program director of the Developmental Services of Iowa in Council Bluffs. Tania, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Thanks for having me on.
Would you please tell us a little bit about yourself and how you ended up at your current position?
Sure. My name is Tania Festus, and I've worked for Developmental Services of Iowa for going on 5 years. I have an undergrad degree in public administration, and I have a master's degree in administration as well. It really all started about 12 years ago when my youngest child was diagnosed with autism, and really that diagnosis led me down the road of looking into the services of mental health and seeing, as a parent and also as a provider, what I could do to assist other individuals in getting support.
And what are the biggest challenges do you face when working with people with disabilities?
I think the biggest challenge is a lot of the time is it's community perception. It's making sure that we can get them connected with the right resources, such as a psychiatrist, such as a job, such as finding staff. The staff turnover rate in this field is high, and so finding individuals that really are able to connect with the supported individuals and making sure that their quality of life is meaningful.
How hard is that?
It's not hard. I think, in this field, there's always individuals looking for a job, but it's just making sure that you're finding individuals who value the mission of the organization, and who definitely are here to make a difference in the lives of others.
I know the people you serve want the freedom that everyone has, but due to their disabilities, they have to be with someone assisting them with their daily routine activities. How do you help your staff build trust and relationship with the people you serve?
I would say, after the staff are hired here at DSI, they go through something called a person-centered on-the-job training. And really it's a document where it talks about kind of their likes, their dislikes, talks about their social history, if they've been in any other placements, and really they also sit down and get a pretty in-depth look with the supervisor of that home into the people they'll be supporting. And so really, in regard to trust, I think it's just a matter of the staff, going there every day, working the shift, supporting the individuals, sitting down and just having conversations. What do you like to do? Maybe there's a common factor. Maybe they both watch the same movie. I mean, trust is not something, as we all know, that's earned overnight.
When something happens and they have to tell stories of what happened, how do you balance that between staff and client?
If there's an allegation made, then we have to follow an investigation process where we take the time to look into whatever that staff or that person is saying happened. We basically follow a process, and we make sure that everybody's rights are maintained.
What services do you offer to these people?
We offer we do services on the ID waiver. We do the traumatic brain, or we do the BI waiver, as well as home-based rehabilitation. So we provide services, in a DSI supported home, and then intermittently within his or her home. Let's say that someone lives in an apartment and just needs help with, cooking or grocery shopping or appointments. We send staff into their home intermittently.
Are they involved in community activities?
Absolutely. We have a community calendar, both on the Council Bluffs and the Des Moines program. And basically, they're encouraged. We basically identify where the activities are on a monthly basis, and they're encouraged to go out and participate. A lot of times as the weather gets nicer, I understand in the winter it's a little more difficult. In the winter, we encourage a lot of this physical activity. We have a senior center here in Council Bluffs. We have a YMCA that DSI has a free membership to. The library here is very nice. We just really encourage them to get out. And then come summer, they do a lot of events like at the park, the Bayless Park. They do some walking activities at the walking bridge downtown Council Bluffs.
Would you tell us a little more about that? Like, what training specifically do you offer to staff to help them perform their job duties?
Sure. Well, when an employee is hired for DSI, they go through about a 40-hour training class. And in that 40 hours, they're learning, they're going through an intro to the organization, basically a DSI history. They go through mandatory reporter, which is the statutory requirements within the state of Iowa for abuse neglect reporting. They go through MANT, which is a training that talks on relationship building and verbal and physical de-escalation. That's like 16 hours right there. They go through a documentation training, and in that documentation training, it encompasses confidentiality. It talks about confidentiality. It does documentation, and then this basically talks about how the documentation should be handwritten with the individuals that we support.
Do you have certain requirements for people who apply for the job?
For direct support requirements, we ask that you be 18 years of age or older, have a high school diploma, have a valid driver's license, auto insurance, and ability to have a direct deposit. We ask that you have some type of experience in the field. If you don't have experience in the field and are just wanting to learn about the field, we're also very open to that.
How do you get people from their family to your company, if that makes sense?
Yeah. Well, all the individuals that we support, majority of them have a case manager, and a case manager is someone who will basically familiarize them with community resources. So basically, an individual will go and apply to be on the intellectual disability waiver or the or to apply for habilitation services. And then after they've been approved, the case manager will sit down and talk with them about what providers are options for them. And in Council Bluffs, there's probably 8 providers that are options when a person comes and wants to receive services. And then from the time the case manager, then they make a referral to DSI, and then DSI sets up a meet and greet per se with that individual and their family.
Who is your competitor in the state of Iowa?
There's many competitors. There's other organizations, in Des Moines, in Council Bluffs, there's other providers such as REM, you have BODEC, you have Crossroads in Western Iowa. In Des Moines, you have Easter Seals, you have Mainstream Living, you have Link Associates, you have Mosaic, you have, there's many.
Well, Tania, is there anything you'd like to share with our listeners?
No, I appreciate the opportunity to speak, and we thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yep, have a great day.
Have a good day.
All right, bye-bye.
Are you looking for a radio station to keep you awake?
Oh, yeah.
Good thing Grandview Radio Mashup Station has got you back. Tune into The Edge 88.1 FM on Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. to midnight for all your radio station needs. Good thing is, it's totally free.
That's amazing!
All you gotta do is tune in to The Edge 88.1 FM and all DJs will be ready to show you some love.
We got your number, 88.
Yes! Welcome back to the In the News show with Boaz. We have a lot of things to talk about. As you know, this is the In the News show airing on KDPS 88 radio mashup station every Friday. So let's begin talking about holiday season. I know a lot of people are excited and looking forward for what the holiday season holds for them. You know, you may start thinking about, you know, what you're going to receive as a gift, especially on Christmas Day. You know, I thought that we can talk about that a little bit today because I know a lot of people like to know exactly what they're going to have ahead of time so they know what to shop, because it's pointless shopping for things that you know you are going to get. But is it too early for people to think about Christmas? We have Thanksgiving coming up in November. I know we have a lot of people have already started planning for their vacation. They have already started thinking about what they're going to do on Thanksgiving, like getting together with their family members. But I definitely want to focus on Christmas now. You know, as you know, Christmas. You know, it's not too early to talk about that. And this year, there's a great chance that gifts might be coming a little early. Why? Because there are a lot of things that you know, retailers are doing to have these gifts reaching people ahead of time. Because people get frustrated when they don't have their gifts. You know, sometimes you receive a phone call from your friend, relatives, spouse, family members that they have sent you a gift for Christmas, and you are just sitting there waiting, but you don't have that. But just in time for the winter holiday shopping season, Amazon, Walmart, Macy's, and other retailers are working behind the scenes to make sure that they can deliver online orders to shoppers faster. That's a great thing. You know, is it going to be different than what we used to see, or is it going to be the same? You know, it's it can be a headline that these retailers are trying to make so people can shop from their websites or from their retailer stores. But I think they are definitely going to do this. You know, retailers are building bigger warehouses just to make sure you get your gifts on time. You know, some the size of 20 football fields. That's quite a bit, you know, that's a decent size of the warehouse just to store your gift and make sure that, you know, shipments are being handled on time. I think a lot of people should be excited about this, and you know, I'm looking forward to it. You know, they are also sending orders to shoppers directly from their stores and using sophisticated software that tells them to quick set cheapest way to get orders shipped. That's a story that you might want to hear, or that's a news that you might want to tune in to, you know, to make sure that it's something that is really going to happen. Because if you get your gift on time, you know, you're gonna be happy and surprised a little early before even Christmas gets here. But I thought it's good, you know. Walmart says it aims to get packages to shoppers who get standard shipping within 2 days for a majority of the U.S. this holiday season. I don't think it has happened before, but Walmart is willing to do this. You know, they want to make sure that you get your gifts on time. And you should be proud of them. And, you know, looking forward to order stuff through Walmart retailers, because if they're going to offer you, you know, a 2 days shipment, that means you won't have to line up. You know, sometimes when you go to the stores and you see, you know, how big the line or how long the line is, you know, you get disappointed that you won't even get what you're looking for. But if you can have that gift, or if you can have that item shipped to your house in 2 days, wow. I'm so excited, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen with these shipments. I hope your gifts don't get lost in the way, because if you do, if it does, then that's another story. You know, traditional brick and mortar stores, they're trying to catch up to Amazon.com, you know, which set the standard to speed with its 2-day delivery for members of its Prime loyalty program who pay $99 a year. Let us know if you have something you'd like to receive for Christmas, and we can tweet that on our KDPS Twitter page for your family members or relatives to know what you need. You are listening to The Edge 88.1 with Boaz. Back to the music. You are listening to The Edge 88.1 with Boaz. Now, let's talk about Halloween. I know a lot of people are ready for next few weeks. They're getting ready to buy costumes and stuff like that. So we thought maybe we can bring you what activities you may find in your community about Halloween. It's something that a lot of people celebrate, you know, and it's good to have, it's good to know what is happening in your community so that you can enjoy your Halloween parties and stuff. We have been talking to different community leaders, trying to figure out what and where you can go for events, and we are going to share with you a little bit more about, you know, what you can expect and what you can find in your area. If you think for some reason you can't find what you're looking for in your area, so you might be tuning in on KDPS 88.1, so we can help you find out what is in your community. In Des Moines, trunk or treat event on Beggars Night. It's going to be on Friday, October 30th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Crestonwood Church at 3715 Forest Avenue. It's going to be a safe, fun music and treat-filled night for all ages. Hot dogs, nachos, popcorn, and of course lots of candy. You know, we want candies. So if you are in the Des Moines area and would like to get candies, please go to that event on Halloween. There will be lighted parking lot and plenty of games and activities for the kids, as well as positive, uplifting music and lights to dance and keep warm. So you will enjoy your time at the Crestonwood Church in Des Moines if you want party for Halloween. In West Des Moines, you can go to Jordan Creek Town Center on Thursday, October 29th from 6 again to 8 p.m. Annual Halloween event featuring family-friendly activities, including trick-or-treating and Halloween-themed crafts. You know, this is a very good, interesting event, especially for kids. Kids aged 2 to 12 are welcome and encouraged to wear costumes So you might want to encourage your kids to go to this one. It's going to be interesting, nice place to be. Children must be but you know that children must be accompanied by an adult. So you can just send your kids to a Halloween party and stay home. So if you are planning to do that, please avoid doing it and go with your kids. Make sure they're safe so that they can enjoy their time. In Nkingi, the Nkingi family Y is teaming up with Acton, to host the second annual Nkingi Pumpkin Party on Wednesday, October 21st, from 6 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. at the Nkingi Y. This free family-friendly event will offer a wide range of activities to entertain attendees. If you think you need to be entertained a little bit, you might want to check that event in Nkingi. I'm sure you will find what you need. In Urbandale, we have Living History Farms, October 22nd through 25th and October 28th through 31st from 5:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. Horse-drawn wagon rides, storytellers, pumpkin bowling, and jack-o'-lanterns displays delight, all during this non-scary family event. If you are scary about, Halloween costumes, you might want to go to this one. Otherwise, the rest of them are kind of scary, and if you think, you get scared of some of the costumes, please visit the Urbandale one. You might find out helpful. We definitely have one in Waukee. Waukee's annual Halloween haunted house will be terrifying visitors on Friday. You will be terrified, but make sure you are comfortable enough to go to this one, because if not, you'll be a lot terrified. It's on Friday, October 23rd and Saturday, October 24th from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. And it's going to be sponsored by the Waukee Park Board. The haunted house is located at the Centennial Park Enclosed Shelter. Enter if you dare, but be prepared to be scared. I'm just gonna caution you, if you think you are going to be scared on some of the Halloween parties, please see if you can avoid those. You can tweet us on KDPS 88.1 and let us know if you have anything you'd like to share with our listeners about Halloween. You are listening to the Age 88 with Boaz. Back to the music. Welcome back to the Age 88.1 with Boaz. If you are athlete fans, there's sad news out there about Adam Lamar, who is a former NBA player. It's something in the news right now as we speak. People have, tried to follow what's going on in Lamar's, life as he's fighting for his life. Adam, has been at Las Vegas hospital since Tuesday, after being found unresponsive at a brothel. It's Adam. It's not just a random guy that was picked up from the street, but he's a star. A lot of people knew him. He did a lot of great things despite of what is happening now, and as he keeps being at the hospital, little is known about what left Adam unresponsive at a brothel in Crystal, Nevada, where he was found Tuesday, 3 days after he checked in. People can say what they think led to Lamar doing what he did, but you will expect that from an athlete. If somebody is a star, famous person, I understand he's not as famous as you wish he could be, but he's still a known guy, and a lot of people are talking about him right now. Sources say that the husband of a woman who is on the same floor as Autumn said security is extremely tight where Autumn is at, and I get that. It's Autumn. He needs privacy. He's a famous guy, well known in NBA, so they're trying to protect his privacy and his family privacy as well, because it's something that the Kardashian family would like to see happening in Lamar's life. There has been people saying that there's visitors throughout the night. People are visiting Lamar just to see how he's doing. Basketball players, managers, and they're coming and check on him how he's doing. So as his private struggle turns into a public spectacle, a few details have emerged about Autumn's time at the brothel, and I'm happy to tell you that most of the information about Lamar's condition or Lamar's situation is coming from Dennis Huff, who's the owner of the Love Ranch where the former basketball player Lamar was found, but surprisingly, in 3 days, Autumn spent almost $75,000 there, which guaranteed 2 women will take care of him. I personally think that was a mistake for a guy like Lamar to do, but if he had to do it, then why not? But 75,000 is a lot of money. I wouldn't mind spending 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, but $75,000 for just 3 nights. I'm sure a lot of people out there are saying, I wish I had that money. Maybe you could have done something else with the money, but he chose to use it as he wished, and he did it. It is known that Lamar used cocaine on his first day at the brothel Saturday, and employees told 911 dispatchers on a 911 call played at a news conference that a woman said that she also saw him take 10 herbal supplement tablets over 3 days. That's a lot. If you are concerned about your health or your life, that's definitely something you might want to avoid doing, especially when you have already a career, or if you are already a known person in the community. You don't want bad things to happen, but despite what happened last Tuesday, Autumn played for 4 teams and 14th season in NBA. So sometimes things happen and people forget about the good moments you have, the good things you did for the community, but I think that's definitely something people should focus on too, not just of wrongdoings that Lamar has done in the past or he's doing, but he needs credit as well for what he contributed to the communities. He won 2 NBA championships as a forward for the Los Angeles Lakers. He played for 4 teams during his 14 seasons in the NBA, and he also won the 6th Man of the Year award during the 2010 and 2011 season. The Los Angeles Clippers drafted him in 1999
and he played for the team for 4 seasons before signing with the Miami Heat. After 1 season in Miami, he was traded to the Lakers and became a key part of their championship teams in 2009 and 10. A year later, he played briefly for the Dallas Mavericks before returning to the Clippers for 1 season. He has not played in the NBA since then, though the New York Knicks signed him at the end of the regular season last year, only to cut him 3 months later. So if you have anything to share about Lamar Odom, please tweet us. You are listening to the Age 88.1. Back to the music. You are listening to the Des Moines radio mashup station KDPS 88.1 with DJ Boaz. This is the In the News show. The Des Moines Police Department to activate speeding camera at dangerous intersection. That's the headline for today. As more people live and work downtown, the Des Moines Police Department is trying to make it safer to get around. If you live in Des Moines and it's about 6 or 5 p.m., that's when you start seeing those major dangerous intersections downtown area. The department plans to activate the speed on green feature on the red light camera intersection at 9th Street and Grand Avenue. If people are speeding through a green light at the intersection, they will be ticketed. Last year, the intersection was ranked the 3rd most dangerous intersection in terms of the number of accidents in Des Moines, with 18 collisions. The Des Moines police said that between a 7-month period, over 1,600 million cars traveled southbound through the 9th and Grand Avenue intersection. Of those, over 25,000 vehicles exceeded the posted speed limits of 25 miles per hour by a minimum of 11 plus miles per hour. The enforcement begins on April 18th. So if you are one of those people who work downtown Des Moines, you might want to think about this, and please be prepared and make sure that you drive slowly, because there are so many accidents that have been reported from the downtown area, and these cameras are going to help a lot of people reduce those accidents. So if you have any comment, any suggestions, tweet us at KDPS 88.1, and we'll be glad to share your thoughts with our listeners. You are listening to the Age 88.1 with DJ Boaz. Coming up on your way is Paralyzed by Failure Anthem. KDPS 88.1, that was You Just Want My Money by Jason French. It is Wednesday, the first Wednesday of April, which means the American Heart Association asked people to lace up and donate walking minutes. This is actually the National Walking Day, and everyone has a reason on why they want to stay healthy. And one group, which is the American Heart Association, is encouraging walking as a way to do so. They want you to lace up today for National Walking Day, and if you can do that, you will be helping a lot. Not just them, but you yourself. The group says walking is a low-impact way to lower the risk of heart disease and stroke. For National Walking Day, the American Heart Association wants you to walk 30 minutes and try to reach a weekly goal. Not just for today, but you can walk every day, weekly, 30 minutes. Just give 30 minutes of your time and save your lives. Because a lot of people get struggles from the things that maybe they don't know what it's coming from. But this is a good thing. It's something that many people maybe will not want to do. But if you can, that will help pay off. You will have a healthy lifestyle according to the American Heart Association. The American Heart Association actually recommends that adults age get 150 minutes of moderate exercise a week. You also can work on 75 minutes of exercise, or perhaps it's a combination of both. But this is a good thing for kids. They really want them to be moving too. So, recommending at least 60 minutes of activities a day. Don't let those kids sit around watching TV, play video games, or doing other things. Get them involved. Get them to get up to do something, to keep them active, to keep them doing something that will help their health. But sitting down watching those cartoons and other things may not help them well. But if you consider helping your kids walk every single day for 60 minutes, that will be a good thing to do. Nationally, the American Heart Association wants people to walk 100,000 minutes for National Walking Day, which is today. And you can be part of the effort by donating your minutes and using the hashtag #AHALessUp. You are listening to the Age 88.1 with DJ Boaz. Coming up is On My Mind by Ellie Goulding. Welcome back to KDPS 88.1 with DJ Boaz. So, do you get afraid of being spied in your own house? What things can spy you when you are sitting inside of your house or apartment? That story is next. You're listening to The Age 88.1 with DJ Boaz. KDPS 88.1. So, with an increasing number of microphones and cameras finding their ways into homes for security or entertainment purposes, homeowners should be aware of potential monitoring devices. That's something that a lot of people do not pay attention to it. When you have those electronics in your home, you think that you got everything you need, but you don't know what they're doing to you, your privacy, your family privacy. But it's definitely something that a lot of people need to pay attention to, especially in these days when technology has gone way beyond what people think. So you taking time and think about electronics, technologies that you have in your home, apartment, wherever you have them, your office, there's still some dangerous thing that can happen with those electronics. Cameras, cameras these days used with video game consoles, they can be activated by voice and can be inadvertently powered on. If you or a child owns an Xbox One or PS4, you should always be aware of the camera used with it in case it's powered on unintentionally. Please, you may want to check that, because you never know when that camera was turned on. So if you are using one of these devices, the Xbox One, the PS4, definitely take some time and check that. Your smart TVs, who think that those TVs don't have cameras? These days they do. Smart TVs like LG, Panasonic, Vizio, and Samsung offer integrated cameras and microphones, and many come Skype ready. Being unaware of those features that activate when you turn your television on could lead to security concerns. So you might want to think about that. Don't just turn your TV on, but think about your safety, think about your security as well, because you can damage yourself by turning this TV on without even notice that that camera was on. Who would think that children's toys can do something bad as far as security goes? You may not think of advanced technology when you think of a classic toy like Barbie, but manufacturer Mattel recently announced a Wi-Fi connected to doll that can listen as well as respond to children. Parents have to be aware of technology included in toys such as Wi-Fi compatibility, microphones and speakers. Some toys that focuses on conversations even record children and send parents email highlights from the conversation. These conversations are often stored on toy developer servers. So, a lot of things can happen. We do things thinking that it's our enjoyment time, it's to entertain us, but we forget to think about safety and security purposes. So, these devices, this is a modern world that we are living in now. So, taking some extra steps, making sure that what you have is appropriate will help you. You know, we have things like appliances, a fridge. A fridge now these days comes with a camera, believe or not. But, you know, it's the truth and it's happening. People don't know that, but look around when you go shop for a fridge or a microwave or any other appliances in your home. Make sure that you check that if it has a camera or not. We won't forget mentioning the laptops, which everybody uses now. These days, you are sitting in front of your laptop at work, at home, at church, everywhere. Restaurants, everywhere now, where you can have access to internet. You don't even have to have the access to the internet to have your laptop. You can have your laptop doing other things, but please be aware that these devices have cameras, and if you don't pay attention, they can do something bad to your privacy. So, there's a lot of things to talk about this, but if you have any question, if you have any comments, if you have any suggestions on what people can do to avoid revealing their privacy by using these devices, please visit our Facebook page and let us know what you think. You are listening to The Edge 88.1 with DJ Boaz. Coming up is If I Should Go Before You by City and Cooler. KDPS 88.1 with DJ Boaz. Now let's talk about the basketball stuff. One of my favorite topics of the day. It's almost playoff season, and a lot of NBA teams are getting ready to wrap up the season. Maybe not all of teams did what fans expected them to do. Surprisingly, the Chicago Bulls and the Houston Rockets are not in the playoff right now as we speak. I don't know what that's going to do to the team or to the whole organization, but it's something that a lot of people did not expect. If you watched last season's NBA, the Rockets did an awesome job. They played a really good ball. James Harden and Dwight Howard, they did the best to carry the team. But not so much this time. The Chicago Bulls, the same thing. So, we'll see what's going to happen. But there is something that a lot of people are thinking about right now, like which is the dangerous players heading into the NBA playoffs. Not dangerous like they're going to kill somebody or they're going to do something bad, but the players who are going to be the center of this playoff season. The players who have done amazing. The players who have did what they could to help the team get where they are now. And Stephen Curry is still number one on the list. A lot of people are talking about him right now. The media, they're talking about him because he's doing a great job keeping his team on top of everything. This kid is playing a good ball. But, you know, what's going to happen is when Curry has it going, there is not a player in NBA history that can keep up with him from a pure scoring standpoint. He scores amazingly. His performance is, oh my goodness, you can't even explain that. He is connected on a 9+ 3-pointers 6 times this season. When he goes all unconscious, the Warriors are simply unbeatable. Nobody will beat him. If this guy do what he's doing in the playoffs, there's no doubt that he's gonna carry the next NBA championship. Of course, LeBron James is coming next. If James plays up to the level we have seen in the postseason over the past several years, he will be making an unprecedented 6th consecutive trip to the NBA Finals. This guy needs credit. He's done amazing job. He's done what he could to help his team. You know, he won championships in Miami, and his goal in Cleveland is to win another championship, which I have no doubt it may not be this year, but I think he is capable of winning one in Cleveland if he plays the ball that he's been playing all the past seasons. Russell Westbrook is doing well. Kevin Durant is not being talked about that much this season. I don't know what happened to him. He's a former NBA MVP, but not so much going on with him right now. But don't take that as against him, but he's doing what he needs to do, but not at a level that we used to see him doing. But when Westbrook provides the Thunder with a triple-double, they have been unbeatable. Literally, they boast a 17-0 record in said games this season. That's pretty good. That's what we want to see from this team. I hope this team will win a championship one day. They desperately need it. They have 2 stars, Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. These 2 young men have been playing good, and they deserve one. Don't forget about the San Antonio Spurs. Kawhi Leonard, if he can continue to pack a consistent scoring punch, it's going to be hard for any team in the NBA to overcome everything else the Spurs bring to the table. It's a strong team, very well coached, very polite, respectful. I think these guys deserve the credits. They have won about 5 championships, and they're hoping to win another one. Klay Thompson of the Golden State Warriors, with Thompson's ability to put up a huge point totals in short span, he's about as dangerous as it gets. With his defensive capabilities, he's one of the best two-way player in the association. This guy, very young, talented guy, I think he can help Stephen Curry to do what they are doing with Draymond Green, who has been a key player in the team. And don't forget that he was going to be traded last season, but now look what he's done to the team. Damian Lillard, if he's able to outscore Russell Westbrook in a potential series against the Thunder, then that will be a key for Portland's hope of pulling the upset. The same can be said against Chris Paul and the Clippers. And don't forget Paul George of the Pacers. You know, George has proven capable of carrying this team on his back in the past. And remember, George averaged nearly 23 points per game during Indiana's run to the Eastern Conference Final back in 2013-2014 season. He is going to have to be, if he's going to be at this level of dominant, the team will be doing well in the playoff season. I know you have many opinions, or you have different opinions with what I have, but Let's all support these teams, and don't forget that the playoffs is only 9 days away. So, tweet us at KDPS 88.1 and let us know what you think. You have been listening to The Edge with DJ Boaz. Now I'm gonna leave you with Amen by Hailstorm.